Hello, everyone. On today's IRS tax refund update, we're just days away from the tax filing deadline, so we'll recap the latest this tax season, and we'll take a look at some of the key issues causing delays for the processing of tax returns. Meanwhile, for those taxpayers who will be owing the IRS and cannot afford to pay the amount owed in full, we'll recap some of the options available and why those who have had their refunds claimed by someone else due to fraud may have to wait over 1 year for a resolution. Recapping where things currently stand this tax season, as the IRS has processed 99.5% of all tax returns submitted so far this year. However, nearly 1.8 million unprocessed tax returns filed last year, both e file and paper, remain. The backlog of unprocessed amended returns for this year and last year has grown to 1.1 million, while unprocessed employer returns has dropped to a record low 140,000, with 929,000 unprocessed amended employer returns remaining. Meanwhile, we're just days away from the tax filing deadline of April 18th. However, for most residents of California and parts of Alabama and Georgia, they now have until October 16th to file their taxes due to FEMA disaster declarations due to storms impacting those states. Those impacted in New York due to winter storms and snowstorms have until May 15th to file, and Arkansas and Tennessee storm victims have until July 31st to file their federal taxes. Do make sure to check the IRS website to confirm you're in eligible areas of those states. For those who still need more time to file their taxes beyond the April 18th deadline, you can in fact file an extension online or by filling out IRS Form 4868, which will give you until October 16th to file. However, if you do owe the IRS, you will have to make a tax payment for the balance owed before the tax season ends. You will be able to do so by completing your taxes without officially submitting them to get an amount in which you will owe the IRS. Now, if you're ready to file your taxes, already have and owe the IRS, however, cannot pay the full balance owed, you do have some options. The first thing to do so is go to the IRS website and visit the Offer and Compromise Pre-Qualifier as seen here. This tool will ask you a series of questions relating to your financial situation, including assets, income, and expenses. And if you qualify, the system will generate a proposed payment amount less than the full amount owed. Now, if the system says you do not qualify, your next step is to fill out IRS Form 1127, like seen here, which is an application of extension of time for payment of tax due to undue hardship. You will need to state the reason for the extension as well as any supporting documentation for the IRS to review. If you're not eligible for a payment compromise or extension, the next step is to enter into an installment agreement and make monthly payments, which can be considerably low based on income. However, it is important to note the IRS will charge interest, which will only increase the balance owed, but the IRS charges also to submit an online application for the installment agreement between $31 and $149. Though eligible low-income taxpayers will see that fee waived or reimbursed, they will also charge you a fee to modify your installment agreement. Now, several reviewers have been impacted by identity theft where someone else used their social security number, filed federal taxes, and claimed that refund. Currently, the IRS is stating it is taking them over 1 year to resolve ID theft cases, averaging them 430 days to complete the investigation, which puts it at 14 months. Now, if this is happening to you, immediately fill out IRS Form 14039, as well as file a paper tax return if you're unable to e-file. However, do not mail in a duplicate 14039 form while the investigation is ongoing. On the topic of identity, the issue of ID verification needed is one of the top reasons why we're continuing to see refund delays. For those who've had their refunds placed on hold due to this issue, please note completing ID verification is only the first step of the process, and you must complete the second step, which is verifying information from your submitted tax return. So please make sure to complete the second step so the IRS can start resuming processing of your tax return and issuing of that tax refund. Let us know in the comments section below about your ongoing tax refund issue. In the meantime, we'll keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.